Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And today we're going to try something a little bit different. This is pattern 2320 on friendshipbracelets.net. I don't remember why I set this into like patterns to try. In fact, I just spent the last 10-15 minutes looking at it and trying to decide what I would actually do with it. And I think I got an idea here. We're gonna rotate it, and then let's zoom in a bit so we can enlarge it. That looks good. Get our move tool, slide it off to the side, and slide it up. I think we're gonna start at the top because yeah, I don't think this is gonna flip in the center very nice. It says it needs anchoring to the layer. There we go. And I don't want the, there we go. Little quick change there. We're gonna make the centers go to the right as opposed to the left. So I just used the flip tool for that. It doesn't look like a too terribly difficult pattern. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 5, 6. So it's just making a square like that. And then we have something going that way. I feel like I may have actually done something like this in the past. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. 2, 3, and 1 there. And then the next one starts with a white row here. The alternating between these boxes kind of throws me off a little bit, and I'm a little bit curious as to what direction these strings are taking. Is this going to be simple or not really? It looks like this one is going through there. So suddenly it doesn't seem all that easy anymore, and I'm not sure why it's been made to be more difficult. Like this part up here is totally making sense. Like this whole half of it makes sense. This other half over here is not making sense. But why? Why does that have to be off? If this is blue coming this way, and then it comes down here, Okay. So that would cover this row. This would cover this row. And that would cover this row. So the two different, like what keeps it rotating is because these things are offset by one. Is that what's happening? Do. All right, so there's our first part. The blue here, this one's coming across. It does too. So I guess that's the gist of it. That's what made it a little bit wonky. That's why the two boxes kind of, why the whole thing sort of oscillates. That sort of makes sense. So the end of this row, this white one should be coming across. So this is blue. These are blue. So it's not, we're not having to do zigzag knots or anything crazy. That's pretty cool. This one started out white, so this one should start out blue. Where is, across from there. And if this is a blue one, where is this coming from? Am I not where the diamond is? What am I missing here? There's a white at the top of this, blue at the bottom. This one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Where does that blue come from? We're missing, there we go. I didn't carry down the blue from over here. So there's a few where it's blue against blue, then, okay. 4, 5, 6. Next. That one's coming down here. And this one's coming down here. For what appeared to me to be a relatively easy pattern is proving to be anything but easy. That was a white one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is white. There should be a dark one there. Got it. a dark one here. Oops. And there should be a dark one here, right? That went this way. That went this way. Where is this one coming from? One, two, three, four. And two. I wish I could put like guidelines going diagonally so I could make sure that like things are lining up where it's supposed to be. I feel like there's something wrong over here and I can't see why. There we go. Yeah, if you don't bring down the strings properly, it makes it really hard to see what's supposed to be happening. I wonder if we do flip this, if it would work, because it's sort of halfway in the thing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the 6 strings, 6 out of 12. That's our half of strings. Let's, just for fun, take a look and see if we flip it, what happens. Control C, Control V for copy and paste. We flip it here. There's a problem. How do I go if we flip it again? No. We got rows that line up, but things on the side aren't lining up. All right, never mind then. One, two, three, four, five. Whoops. 8. 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go to this layer and move it down. We can kind of see that we're on track. On the wrong layer, it doesn't help. Something is wrong over here. One, two, three, four. So this is the one that comes through this way. This is tucking underneath and going to be the start of that row. Where the blue starts out first. Oops, not that one. Like I said, this is harder than I imagined it was going to be. So this is the white with the blue, this is the white one. This comes through this way. And this comes through this way. That's the single one. This one should be 3. Yep. This is where the two blues run together parallel. It's amazing that this works. Kudos to whoever dreamt up the pattern itself. Like, it's fairly complicated, and yet it looks easy. It really almost could be a beginner's pattern because there's no zigzags or whatever else, but I suspect that elements of it are difficult enough that it's going to cause somebody some trouble here. Possibly me making it. It's going to be trouble. We're almost to the end. This is the first one that's white? I think so. I definitely feel like I may have done a pattern that's similar to this. But I think that was quite a while ago, and I don't remember being this perplexed about a pattern. So I don't know if it was necessarily this one. And I definitely think that some of these strings are going to get used more than others. I think certain paths look like they might do more work than others. So there's the 3 dark blue ones. Hang on, let's move this layer down. So this was this row. There should be a blue coming through here. There is. All right. It does 2. The next one here. Was the 4. So that's those 2. This is a white row. This is blue up here, which is this guy coming through. Incredible. And you can tell by the amount of time that it took to pull this together. This is why I like being able to copy and paste and just doing a quarter of the pattern and not having to worry about it. But this one didn't really work out that way. So three and 1. It's this one with the weight out here. There's that. Almost done, guys. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 1. Where is the last blue? That's coming through here. There's 3 on this side. There should be 1 more on this side. Where is it? I'm missing 1. Why am I missing 1? Let's go across here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there was 6 up here. That's coming through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is. So we end up with 4 blue on one side and 2 on the other. Still, as long as it equals 6, it's pretty much we can assume we did it right. Let's fill in the rest of the colors here. Select by color, select the blue. Go back to our paint tool, fill whole selection, bam. Control A turns off the whole crabby thing. Whoa. It does not like zooming out further than that. Let's hide our example. That is our bracelet. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see it get made. See how it turns out. Before I go, quick thanks to my YouTube members for making this possible. If you'd like to join and support this channel, it's really easy. It's the join button next to subscribe on YouTube. And it's like $4 a month. It helps me to have string and keep this whole thing going. So it would be greatly appreciated if you did help out. Yeah, we'll try to make this bracelet next. I'm not even sure what colors I'm going to use yet, but we'll give it a try. All right, so thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.